Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and in today's Little Dev Update we are going to cover 3 topics, and that will be the first implementation of the buyer demographics, the finished V6 turbos, and a lot of smaller and larger things in topic number 3. Alright, let's get right into it. I've been mentioning the buyer demographics quite a lot in recent Little Dev Updates, and this is the very first Tycoon part of the game. And now we have come to the point where we actually have implemented a first version of it, pretty close to what we had in mind, as you can check out in this draft I did. And the real thing looks very similar. If we now are on the final testing tab and can go through just as normal, we have a new little section here called markets, and visiting that one, in this case we have a very not populated market at all. As you can see, a family competitor car also scores really well in the GT category, and luxury, not quite the case, no. This is because there are right now only a few competitors in here which are very family and city focused, so this car here will score very well in all other categories as well. Anyway, so what are you seeing here? This is the matrix of 60 buyer demographics, and everything you see here is pretty much preliminary, apart from the general layout and that there is a tooltip coming, and well, as you can see, the tooltips are far from finished. There's much more information getting put in there, and we will be changing what is actually displayed in these fields too. And when you are hovering over a certain demographic, you will be shown its details down in the bottom section of the screen. Overall, this is already working, so you have your minimum price, suggested price here, which is kind of the break-even price for production, where you don't have any incur any losses, so to say, but you don't make any profit either. And this is a very rough estimate, and we are going to have this in the game for the first version of the Tycoon part. You can increase price though, and let's see what happens to the matrix. And what we would expect is more and more family car buyers cannot afford the car any longer, while those, well, the categories which don't have competition over there and have a big budget, they don't really care. So probably market focus shifts over there. So let's try this out, but first I tell you what you're seeing here. Why are things highlighted? The white framed sections here are the top three demographics where the car has the biggest market impact. And then there are 7 others highlighted, so to complete the top 10, which then also are shown properly so that you can read it, but those are the next 7 biggest influence categories. And the rest you basically can see from the color which ones are close to being good and which ones really aren't. All the red ones are far from being even considered, and the blue ones are pretty close to being considered. So let's now finally add a bit of dollars here, and you can see the matrix updates live, and now we have increased the price so much that the car really only sells in the luxury segment anymore. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I briefly show to you the competitors tab here, and there you can select from a selection of cars put into a moddable folder what your competition is, and you will be able to also compete against your friends' car lineups and such by just dropping the cars in there. But also we are now working on a pretty comprehensive vanilla car base which you can compete with in 2 difficulties, a normal difficulty one and a hard difficulty one. I will give you more updates about this once we get there. This is still quite a bit from finished, but is relying on the same principle. Alright, so let's get into topic number 2. Another focus of this sub-project in specific is getting you V6 turbos, and it seems like Andrew has already finished all the work on them, so we can take a look. And I myself haven't tried them out too much yet. Let's give them some forged stuff. And yes, turbochargers. So here we have them, and they are working just as you'd expect. Performance, and it's all good. And topic 3 itself consists of 3 things. Let's hope this is not a fractal and continues into all eternity. Alright, so first thing on the list here is that I'm moving to New Zealand very soon. And that would already be next week, so I'm really busy packing things right now and finishing up stuff here in good old Germany. And then fly my ass over to NZ. I will be arriving there on the 26th of July, and the day after I'll be starting in our new fancy offices, and there's already a chair for me there. I'm very much looking forward to that, and it will be great to be working on site with the whole team, and I think this will be very efficient in a very German way, although they will probably hate me for it. The second part of topic number 3 is the porting to Unreal 4. And that has been going pretty well. We have a new team member, as you know, Isaac, and he has been working on this completely in parallel to our development of automation, and he has been looking into porting the engine designer calculations and some parts of the UI, and so far things are going really well. We are figuring out quirks and difficulties along the way, build up a pool of knowledge to then be able to completely create automation in the new engine. And of course that would take time, so what we are waiting for before we do that is to have the basic Tycoon gameplay done and get into the balancing phase of the grand campaign, because that alone will take us testers probably 3 to 4 months or something to get that sorted out balancing wise. And in that time we don't really need any engine or core game updates, so what we are going to do is do the balancing on the old engine while Caswell is working together with Isaac on the porting of the game. And once we are done with the balancing, hopefully they are done with the port, and we can just plop on the new Lua stuff with all the balance changes onto the new engine. That's the plan at least. So yeah, looking forward to that. The last part in topic number 3 would be, what about the next few weeks regarding updates? So far we have had very good progress in this sub-project itself, so meaning looking forward to the next update, the big update. And we are ahead of schedule so far, but like always, there will probably be instances where things take longer again, as you probably already are aware. Anyway, so far it's looking very good. But when I'm moving around the world, it will probably be a bit light on the little dev updates. I will be taking along my microphone and tube preamp though, so I will be setting up in our offices there and hopefully come back with a little dev update from New Zealand next time. Alright you guys, hope you enjoyed. See you next time.